Alright, good afternoon everybody. After kind of a whirlwind week, we're finally getting our week 3 beginner series on. Sorry about all the confusion. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, crazy week, but hey, we've got yoga to get us through it. So, we're going to get right to it. If you want to grab a comfortable seated position, remember this is your practice. And in this beginner series, it is going to be going a little slower than a normal pace class, with lots of instruction, and if anything doesn't feel right, just sit that one out, maybe send me a message afterwards, and we can give you some variations or modifications. So up nice and tall with a straight spine. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Maybe bring those shoulders up near your ears and roll them down your back. Take some nice deep breaths here. And start to put everything else away. All the other things you have to do today, just let them go, forget about them for now, and just focus on being here right now. When you're ready, you can bring your hands to heart center, thumbs on sternum and a light bow to your head. And just take a moment to give yourself some gratitude for coming to your mat today, for making your health and well-being a priority and setting this time apart for yourself. When you're ready, rub your hands together and build up a little friction. And when the hands are nice and warm, just transfer that heat to your heart center or chest. And you can lower your hands down, blink your eyes open. Just sit up nice and tall, extend that spine. And with an exhale, lower your chin to chest and let it just hang there for a moment. No pain or discomfort. And with an inhale, bring your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze up towards sky. Exhale, chin to chest. And with your next inhale, roll your left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, come back to center. And inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, come back to center. And one more time through. And we'll come back to chin to chest. And this time when we go left, we're going to go all the way around 2 times. And then all the way around 2 times the other way. When we're done all those rotations, we'll come back chin to chest. And with an inhale, bring your head up to a neutral position. Now with an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead and really reach for the sky. And with an exhale, we're going to bring our right hand down on our side here and bring that left arm over. Keeping that left glute on the mat and trying to keep the right shoulder away from the right ear. So if you have to bend that arm or move it out a little further, and keep the shoulders flat against an imaginary wall. Now we're going to bring some movement to this. So with an inhale, come up, exhale, fold over. And just do those at your own pace. Inhaling back up to center and exhale, come back over. Next time you go back over to the right, stay there and really focus on elongating that left side. With an inhale, bring both arms up to center. Exhale, place that left hand down on your side and right over. keeping that left ear away from the shoulder. Shoulders are flat against an imaginary wall, and keeping that right glute on the mat. Now bring some movement here, so inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale over, and we'll stay this time. With your next inhale, bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, turn the palms out and release the arms down by your sides. Place your hands on your hips, and we're just going to make some large circles with the whole spine. So we're engaging the lower back, and that's where this motion's coming from. The back is straight and just making big circles. And you can change directions. You can come to stillness, come to a nice straight spine. Now we're going to do a seated cat-cow. So we've done them on our hands and knees in this series, but we're going to try a seated one today. So how you do it is keep your hands on your knees, and with an inhale, bring your chest forward and your gaze up, and rock your pelvic floor back. And then with an exhale, we're going to arch the back, rock our pelvis forward, and chin the chest. So it's that same motion of the cat-cow, we're just doing it from seated today. And try to focus on elongating your breath and have your movement and breath match each other. After your next cat, you can come to a nice neutral spine. With an inhale, we're going to bring both arms up overhead, and the Charlie's Angel's fingers, so the pointer finger's up, the thumb is back, and the other fingers are interlocked. And try to attach your forearm or your upper arms to your head. We don't want them to move separately. And now, using the vertebrae just below the shoulder blades, make some circles with your spine and torso, upper torso. So my belly button's not really moving, my lower spine's not moving, it's all upper spine. And change directions. You can come to stillness, and with an exhale, release the arms down by the side. Now we're going to do a seated twist. So with an inhale, bring your arms way up overhead. And with an exhale, we're going to put our left hand on our right knee and our right hand behind our back. Keep the spine nice and straight up tall. And with an exhale, twist from your rib cage. We're not cranking the shoulders or neck. We're twisting from the rib cage. Bringing movement to the torso. With an inhale, bring both arms up overhead. And exhale, put the right hand on left knee, left hand behind back, and twisting from the rib cage. With your next inhale, both arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. And once again, try to keep a straight back here. We're trying to bring our chest to the ground, not reaching my head for the ground. Think about today is we're in asanas and you feel that's as far as your body can go. A lot of times we want to force it to go further, but today think about relaxing it instead. So maybe when we're in this forward fold, with an inhale, just come up like 2 or 3 inches. And exhale, forward fold, and relax wherever your body's grabbing. Inhale, come up just 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, relax the area that is stopping you from going forward. Don't force it, just let it happen. With your next inhale, we're going to bring both arms way up overhead and turn our chest so that we're facing our right knee. And exhale, fold that way. Once again, keep that left glute on the mat. We're bringing the chest towards the knee, not the head. That's so important. We don't want to reach the head for that. We just want to bring the chest as far as it can go and then stop there. And once again, inhale, just come up 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, fold over that knee. With an inhale, bring both arms up overhead and turn and face that left knee. Exhale, forward fold. And come up 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, fold. With an inhale, we're going to come way up overhead again. Face the middle and exhale, forward fold towards the middle again, releasing any tension in that lower spine or back. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. And exhale, release the arms down by your side. And just check in to see how you feel. We loosen the back up a lot. We're going to do one more seated twist, and we're just going to do left or right, left, and then forward fold. We won't go over the knees. So here we go, and focus on elongating your breath. So before we start, take a big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale completely. And then with an inhale, bring the arms up real high. Exhale, we're going to twist left hand on right knee, right hand behind back, twisting from the rib cage. Next inhale, we're going to bring the arms way up overhead. Exhale, right hand, left knee, twisting from the rib cage. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Feel the difference between this one and the first one. Is that lower back that was stopping you from going further a little looser? Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. And we're going to come to a laying position. Nice and flat on the mat. And with an inhale, pull both knees to chest and gently rock side to side. Massaging the lower back. And you can come to stillness and place your hands on the tops of your knees. And we're just going to paint circles with our knees on the ceiling in the room we're in. So just make big circles with the knees. As big as you can make them. This is all gentle movement. You can change directions. Come to stillness. Now we're going to make circles with our knees in opposite directions. So they're going to start in the middle. Open the knees out to the sides, make a circle, and they come back to the middle. And you can change directions you're going. Next time your knees are back at chest, you can give them a real tight squeeze. And we're going to hold the right knee real tight to our chest and extend that left leg out flat along the ground. Now we're going to move our right knee. So what we're going to do on the inhale, move that right knee down towards your left foot, so away from the body. And with an exhale, open it up to the side and pull it towards your right underarm, as wide as you can get it. And then inhale, move the knee away from the body. Exhale, pull it towards chest. And just go between these positions, always inhaling as the knee moves away, and exhaling as you pull it towards chest or underarm. Next time your knee is back at chest, you can leave it there and give it a real tight squeeze. Now place your left hand on the outside edge of that right knee and tee your right arm out to the side. And with an exhale, we're going to roll onto our left hip, keeping that right shoulder flat on the mat. You can also extend this right leg as long as your right shoulder stays on the mat. Let that weight of that leg and gravity pull you into that twist. And breathe. When you're ready with an inhale, come back up to center and pull that right knee to chest. We're going to do a one-legged happy baby, so see if you can grab your right foot and do a one-legged happy baby. Nice bend in the right knee, sole of the right foot is going up towards the sky, and breathing. With an inhale, we're going to send that right foot straight up to sky. And exhale, lower it down under control to meet the left. And just take a second to feel the difference between your two legs right here. Do they feel a little different or feel the same? Mine feels a little longer and a little lighter. When you're ready with an inhale, pull both knees to chest and rock side to side. You can come to stillness and extend that right leg all the way up to sky. And exhale, lower it down under control. Give that left knee a tight squeeze to chest. Inhale, move that knee away from the body. Exhale, pull it towards left underarm and try to open it up to the side. Inhale, move the knee away. Exhale, knee to chest. And just go between these positions. Next time your knee's back at chest, you can leave it there. Give it a real tight squeeze. We're going to place the right hand on the outside edge of that left knee. Tee the left arm out to the side and roll onto that right hip. Looking over the left shoulder. You can also extend that left leg as long as the left shoulder stays down. Inhale, come onto your back. Pull that left knee to chest, and we'll do a happy baby on this side. So grab that left foot and send the sole of the left foot up to the sky. Trying to keep your head and shoulders flat on the mat. Keeping that right leg on the mat. And when you're ready with an inhale, send that left foot up to sky. And exhale, lower that left leg down to meet the right. And just take a moment here, checking in with your body. When you're ready with an inhale, you can bend your knees and put the soles of your feet on the mat. And we're going to do reclined pigeon. So we're going to cross our left ankle over our right knee. And you want to make sure the ankle is past the knee. We don't want it right on the knee. We want it past. And then put a little pressure, pushing this left thigh away from your body, opening that hip up. So kind of giving your thigh a stiff arm. And you can stay here if you'd like, or if you'd like to interlock your fingers behind your right thigh and send the sole of your right foot up to sky for reclined pigeon. Nice deep breaths here. With an exhale, bring that right foot back down to mat. We're going to tee our arms out to the side. And with an exhale, roll onto your right hip and bring the sole of the left foot down to the mat, keeping the left shoulder flat on the mat and looking over the left shoulder. With an inhale, come back up to center. Uncross the legs and we'll do the other side. So right ankle's over left knee and push away on that right thigh. You can stay here or interlock the fingers behind the thigh. Send the sole of the left foot up to the sky. Exhale, bring that left foot down to mat. Tee your arms out to the side and roll onto your left hip, keeping that right shoulder flat on the mat and looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross your legs. And with an inhale, pull the knees to chest and give a real tight squeeze. Gently rocking side to side. And we're going to come to a seated position and then standing, but we're just going to rock a few times forward to back. And then when you're ready, just come all the way up to seated and then come to a comfortable standing position. And just take a quick Tadasana here. If you need to grab a drink, it's a perfect time. Nice deep breaths. You can blink your eyes open. And we're going to work on a few forward folds. So with an inhale, bring the arms way up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Releasing any tension in the hamstrings. Bend those knees as much as you need to. It's about elongating the spine. Interlock your hands to elbows and bring some gentle movement to the spine. You can come to stillness and exhale, release the arms. Put a micro bend in the knees and reverse swan dive all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, release the arms. And we're going to do one more of those. Big inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Hands are on thighs, giving us those grasshopper arms where the elbows are behind us. Pull the shoulder blades back, and you can look forward just a little. You don't want to crank your neck all the way up, but you can bring your gaze forward a little. Engage your belly, don't let it just be passive. And with an exhale, forward fold. Micro bend the knees and inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, release the arms down by your sides. And we're going to go back to down dog. We're going to do that same sequence, and then we're just going to add a down dog into it. So big inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice deep breaths here. And with an exhale, we're going to bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back to down dog. And you can pedal your feet because this is the first down dog of the day. Maybe come up real high on your tiptoes and sink your heels down into the mat, pushing your chest towards your knees. Now we're going to do a little bit of a core movement here, or strengthening. So with an inhale, lift that right leg up as high behind you as you can get it. And with an exhale, bring it towards your right knee, or right elbow. Inhale, send it back up behind you. Exhale, pull it towards your chest. Inhale, back up behind. Exhale towards your left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, put that right foot down. Inhale, that left leg up. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, chest. Inhale, back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, back. And put that foot down. When you're ready with an exhale, come down to your hands and knees. And you want to make sure, because we're going to do a bit of a sun salutation sequence here, that the wrist, elbows, and shoulders are in line. There's a straight line from the back of my knees all the way up my thighs, back and head. And when you're ready, exhale, move back a little. Exhale, lower down under control. Inhale up the head and chest for cobra. Hands are not holding you up. You're using your core for this. Push the feet in the mat. Hips are pushed into the mat. Exhale, lower your chest. Roll your toes. And inhale back to down dog. Look between your hands and walk or step to a forward fold. Micro bend the knees and big inhale up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, release the arms. And just take a quick Tadasana if you need to grab a drink. Nice deep breaths. You can blink your eyes open. And we're going to come back to our hands and knees, and we're going to get there through that same sequence. So up nice and tall. Big inhale, bring the arms way up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to down dog. And we'll stay here for a few breaths, focusing on pushing the chest towards the knees. And when you're ready, you can come down to your hands and knees. Make sure your wrist, elbows, and shoulders are in line. Tops of your feet are in line, or on top of the mat, I'm sorry. And your back is nice and flat. So with an inhale, we're going to send our right leg straight back. And try to keep it level with your back. And you can stay here if you'd like, or extend that left arm, thumb the ceiling. Nice deep breaths. Now we're going to bring some movement to this. So with an exhale, we're going to touch our knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend and hold. And exhale, place that left hand and right knee down, and you can roll out the right wrist. And we'll do the other side. So when you're ready, inhale that left leg back. If you're comfortable there, extend that right arm. And 3 knee to elbows. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And you can place that right hand and left knee down. And then come up high on your knees. We're going to send our right foot out to the side. Up nice and tall. Inhale, both arms overhead, and exhale, fold over that right leg. Making sure the shoulders are pushed up against an imaginary wall. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, place that left hand down on mat and right arm way up overhead. And you can stay here, or if you'd like to work on core, lift that left hand up off the mat and breathe. You can also bring that arm straight out overhead. And when you're ready, using your core, inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll switch sides. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, bring that right hand down the mat and left arm overhead. You can stay here or hover that right arm or bring it out and engage your core and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And we'll come back to our hands and knees. We're going to do a supported side plank. So we're going to place our right hand in front of our face on the mat and our right knees in line with that. So it's in the middle of the mat. And when you're ready, just send that left leg back. And left arm up to sky, looking up at that left arm. Shoulders are pushed up against an imaginary wall. You can also lift that left leg. Use your core to strengthen that leg. And with an exhale, come down to mat, and we'll do the other side. So left hand's directly in front of face, right hand's in line, or right knee's in line with that. Send that right leg back and right arm up to sky. And you can stay here or lift that right leg. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, come down to your hands and knees. And just take a quick child's pose. Knees are about mat width apart. Touch your big toes together. Sink your hips down to your heels and your forehead down to the mat. Relaxing completely. When you're ready with an inhale, push yourself back up to hands and knees. We're going to do another version of a side plank today. And this one's going to use some muscles that we don't normally use this way. So if you have a hard time with it, it's okay. It's perfectly normal. So lay on your left hip and extend your left leg, and you're on the left hand. So you're on the outside edge of the left leg. And once you get there, then put your right foot in front of your left knee. And with an inhale, everything comes up. Right arm's up to sky. The whole left side of the body's off the ground except for the left hand and outside edge of the left foot. Nice deep breaths. And exhale, bring everything down. And we're going to turn and do the other side. If you had a hard time with that, it's okay. One side might be easier than the other also. We're just using a muscle group in our side here that we don't normally use this way. So once you train your body to do it, it'll be much easier. A couple tries and it does get easier. So we're on the right hip. Right leg's extended. Put that left foot in front of the right knee. Right hand's on the mat. And with an inhale, lift everything up. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, you can come down. Come back to your hands and knees. And we're going to go back to down dog, but before we do, we're going to hover. So roll those toes and inhale those knees up about 5 or 6 inches. Engage your core to keep you here. And with an inhale, push all the way back to down dog. Now we're just going to slowly walk our hands back towards our feet until we're in a forward fold at the back of our mat. Micro bend the knees and big inhale up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, release the arms. And just take a quick Tadasana. Check in with your body. You can blink your eyes open. And we're going to do a Warrior One sequence. We're going to step back into it. So up at the front of your mat, hands at heart center, up nice and tall. When you're ready, step this left foot back. Put a bend in the right knee. Make sure Warrior One sequence or foot sequence is very important, that the whole foot is grounded. And if you drew a line from my toes, it would come just to the outer edge of the mat there. So we don't want that foot sideways. We need it forward. Once you get the feet right, hips are next. Make sure your hips are facing forward. If this hip's open, you have to move that back foot in. And this is different for everybody. So wherever you are, as long as this hip is forward, chest is forward, engage your arms. Nice deep breaths. Strong warrior arms. And you want to make sure your shoulders are not right next to your ears, so if you have to goal post them, that's fine. Opening the chest and giving the lungs lots of room to breathe. So we're going to bring some movement to this. So with an inhale, send the arms up real high. Exhale, bring the arms down and give yourself a hug. Inhale, open the arms and send them back up. And do 2 more of those at your own pace. And we'll all meet back in Warrior One. With an exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And we're going to go to high lunge here. So we're going to turn this left foot so that we're on the ball of the left foot and the left toes. Still a bend in the right knee. And inhale. Send the arms up for warrior or high lunge. Once again, keeping the chest open, so pull the shoulders back and breathe. Nice deep breaths. When you're ready with an exhale, we're going to place both hands alongside the right foot. So one's on each side of it. And then lower that left knee to the mat and put the top of your left foot on the mat. Now bring your hands up to your knee, your right knee. You're going to pulse the hips just a little bit. And you're going to feel that maybe in this left thigh here. And when you feel something you're comfortable with, engage your arms for low lunge. Nice deep breaths here. We're going to go back to half monkey. So with an exhale, bring both hands around the right foot. And with an inhale, we're going to straighten our right leg and send the toes up to the sky. Bring your torso nice and high. It's a bit of a balance pose. Take a big inhale here. And with an exhale, try to bring your chest towards your knee. If you can't get your hands on the ground, if you have a book, you can use that. And if you also have a lot of pain in the calf, you can always put this foot on the mat. It'll alleviate some of that. So once again, maybe with an inhale, come up just 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, maybe come up 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, forward fold. Now with your next exhale, we're going to bend that right knee. Place both hands next to the right foot. We're going to roll the left toes and lift that left knee. And then just step forward to a standing position. And we'll do the other side. So up nice and tall. Step that right foot back. Remember, bending the left knee, hip is forward, whole left or right foot is grounded, chest is forward, and engage the arms. Nice deep breaths here. And we're going to bring some movement here, so inhale the arms up real high, exhale, bring the arms down and give yourself a hug, and do a total of 3 of those. Always exhaling down and hugging. Inhaling open and up. And we'll all meet back in Warrior One. With an exhale, bring the hands to heart center. We're going to go to high lunge. So turn that right foot. You're on the ball of the right foot and the right toes. And engage the arms for high lunge. Nice deep breaths here. When you're ready with an exhale, we're going to go to low lunge. So bring the hands down around this left foot, lower that right knee, and put the top of the right foot on the mat. And put both hands on this left knee, and maybe pulse your hips a little. When you find a position you're comfortable with, engage the arms for low lunge. We're going to go back to half monkey now. So with an exhale, both hands come around this left foot. Inhale, straighten that left leg and left toes come up to sky. Bring the torso nice and high. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that chest towards the knee. And wherever you are is fine. Just listen to your body. Maybe inhale up 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up 2 or 3 inches. Exhale, forward fold. With your next exhale, we're going to bend that left knee, put the left foot back on the mat. Both hands are by the left foot. Roll the right toes and lift that right knee. And just step forward to a standing position and take a Tadasana. eyes open. And for balance today, we're going to try something new, figure 4. If you want to be near a chair, since you're home, if you want to have a wall nearby, that's fine. I'll show you what it looks like and then we can do it together. So you're going to find your focus point, put the weight in the right leg with a micro bend, and then cross the left ankle over the right knee, hands at heart center, and then we're just going to sit down into a chair. Doesn't matter how far down you go, whatever works for you, and we'll just stay there for a little bit. So, weights going into the right leg, hands are at heart center, micro bend in that right knee, find your focus point, and then cross that left ankle over the right knee. And then we're just going to sit down into that chair. Nice deep breaths. When you're ready, stand up out of it. And bring that left foot down. Shake out the right foot. And remember, this is your practice, so if we do different balance poses and you don't like them or don't feel safe doing them, you can always do tree pose and just keep the foot like that and tap it. You have options. So if we do something in here that you're like, that's not for me, send me a message and we'll give you another option. So, left leg, weights going into there, micro bend, up nice and tall, find your focus point, and cross that right ankle over the left knee. And then when you're ready, sit down into that chair. Nice deep breaths. When you're ready, you can stand up out of it, bring that right foot down, and shake out the left. We're going to come to a seated position. We're going to get there through squat. So if you just want to go to seated, you can and meet us there. Or if you want to do squat, feet are about mat width apart, up nice and tall. Big inhale. And with an exhale, just squat down. And when your heels come off the mat, that's when you want to stop. If you're all the way down and can put your elbows inside your knees. Nice deep breaths here. When you're ready, bring your hands down to the mat. And we're going to come to a seated position with our legs extended out straight. We're going to do a little bit of upper and lower abs here. So nice and straight. When you're ready with an exhale, lean your torso back to a 45-degree angle. You'll feel these upper abs engage. And when they do, you're in the right spot. You can extend the arms out in front of you. If you're comfortable here, you can stay here, or if you want to add on the inhale, open your arms out to the side. Exhale, bring those hands back out front. One more time. Inhale, open those arms. Exhale, hands back out front. Stay here, let the abs work. Engage that core. And when you're ready with an exhale, just lay all the way down on the mat, completely flat. Now we're going to do our lower abs. So with an inhale, lift your right leg up about 10 inches. And then make big circles with that leg. Change directions. Come to stillness. Exhale, lower that leg down and inhale that left leg up. And make big circles with that left leg. Change directions. And come to stillness. And exhale, lower that leg down. And just take a few breaths here. When we lift up, we're going to lift both legs this time. It'll be a little harder. Continue to breathe through the whole process. So with an inhale, lift both legs. Make circles with both legs. Change directions. Come to stillness and pull your knees to chest and rock side to side. Taking a little break here, giving your abs a break and massaging your lower back on the mat. Come to stillness. And when you're ready, we're going to exhale, extend those legs back out to that elevated position. Make some more circles with the legs and change directions. And exhale, lower those legs down to the mat. Take a few deep breaths here, just relaxing. When you're ready, you can bend your knees and put your feet as close to your hips as you can get them. We're just going to do some windshield wiper. So with an exhale, let the legs fall off to the left. And let them just stay there. Take a few breaths, really relaxing. Anywhere you feel tightness that's stopping your body. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, let the legs fall off to the right. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, let the legs fall off to the left. On the next inhale, come back up to center and let the legs fall off to the right. Inhale, come back up to center. And with your next inhale, pull your knees to chest. Gently rock side to side. You can come to stillness, and we're going to do a happy baby. So if you can reach between your legs and grab the soles of your feet and send them up to the sky. A nice bend in the knees, massaging the lower back on the mat and relaxing. With an exhale, you can bring your feet down to the mat as close to your hips as you can get them. Touch the soles of your feet together for bound angle. Just let your legs butterfly out to the side and relax your arms down by your sides. And with each breath, just feel your torso relaxing into your mat. If this position is comfortable, you can stay in this position for the remainder of class. Or if you'd like to take a traditional Shavasana, extend your legs out along the mat. Have your feet about mat width apart. And let your toes fall off to the outside. Have your arms down by your sides and maybe 12 inches off of your hips. And you can be palms down or palms up, whichever is more comfortable for you. Just close your eyes. Relax any tension in your face. Take your tongue off the roof of your mouth. And maybe put a slight space between your lips. Relax any tension in your shoulders. And tighten up all the muscles in your arms and make a fist, almost like you're lifting them off the ground, but don't lift them. And with your next exhale, let go of all that tension and let your arms just melt into your mat. Relax any tension in your back. And with your next exhale, let all the tension in your hips just melt away. Tighten up all the muscles in your legs and feet, almost like you're lifting them off the mat. And with an exhale, let go of all that tension and let it just melt into your mat. And with your next inhale, let it go to the crown of your head. And with the exhale, let it travel all the way through your body and stop at the soles of your feet. And for the remainder of Shavasana, let all the inhales go to the crown of your head and all the exhales go to the soles of your feet. Taking away any pain or discomfort, cooling and refreshing your body. Let your chest and belly move freely and focus on elongating those breaths. Deeper, cooler, and fresher. Slowly bring awareness back to your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes or roll your wrists and ankles from side to side. And when you're ready, with your eyes closed, roll onto your left or right side. Shavasana is corpse pose. It's symbolic of leaving behind what we'd like to leave behind in practice and starting our day and life from this point forward. And when you're ready, with your eyes closed, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position with Anjali Mudra hands or prayer hands, thumbs on sternum and a bow to your head. Yoga is a journey, and I'd like to thank you for sharing that journey with me today. What we've done here today is just one small part of yoga. Yoga is about so much more. Learning to be a better person, learning to love and accept yourself, trying to become the person you'd like to see in the world. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Well, thanks for being here, everybody. If you have any questions or there's certain asanas you might have a problem with or don't understand fully, since we're doing it online, sometimes that might be a little more difficult. Please make sure you send us a message. We will hopefully next week be back on schedule again. So if you have any questions, stay with us. Have a wonderful weekend, what's left of it. Namaste.